There's a very specific feeling that I only get from a few things. Walking home at sunset with the streetlights flickering on, hearing distant traffic, that weird blue, orange, pink sky that only exists for about 10 minutes. That feeling of the world feels quieter than it should. It's not lonely, just still. Like between moments, between childhood and something else. And weirdly, it's one of the only shows that truly capture that feeling perfectly was a cartoon about a kid with a football-shaped head. Yeah, Hey Arnold. I'm Darth James and this is the Bald Archive. On paper, Hey Arnold sounds absolutely ridiculous. It's a cartoon about fourth graders in a made-up city, bright colours, funny faces, a lot of slapstick. But when you actually watch it again as an adult and go, why is this kind of too real? Because it wasn't really a kid show, not in the normal sense. It wasn't loud, it wasn't hyper, it wasn't trying to sell you a toy every 5 seconds. It was slow, quiet, very patient. Half the episodes just breathed, characters walking home, sitting on rooftops, riding buses, looking out the window. There are entire scenes where nothing happens except jazz and city noise, and as a kid you didn't really notice it, but as an adult it kind of hits you like a truck. Here's the weird thing. Before I even heard the term liminal space, or lineal, I have problems saying that word, I apologise, Hey Arnold was already built on it. The show takes place in hallways, rooftops, empty streets, bus stops at night, diners, boarding house corridors. Most of the show is in transitional spaces, no home bases, no destination, no in between. The kind of places you pass through on the way to something else, which is exactly what happens in childhood. One long hallway. You're not a kid anymore, but you're not grown up either. You're just waiting, and the show usually traps you in that feeling. That's something just. It makes those backgrounds, they always just feel slightly empty, a little too big, a little too quiet. Like the city exists whether the kids are there or not. And that's such a strange thing for a cartoon to communicate. Most cartoons make the world feel like a playground. Hey Arnold made it feel like real life. And there's stuff that absolutely should not be in a children's show in this. Let's be honest, I don't know if it would get made now. Which I think is ridiculous. The series was dark. Like quietly, emotionally dark, not Monster of the Week dark. Real dark. Kids dealing with neglect, parents who are gone, poverty, loneliness, abandonment, stoop kid who was literally afraid to leave his block, a pigeon man being treated like a social outcast, Helga's entire home life being deeply depressing if you think about it for more than 5 seconds. Half these characters aren't quirky, they're coping, but the show never lectures you. It just shows you their lives matter. Factually, and somehow it makes it hit harder, because it trusts kids to understand sadness without spelling it out, which is wild. Most modern kid shows wouldn't explain anything now. Hey Arnold just lets you sit with it again. Lineal. 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 I hate that word. It's not happy, it's not tragic, it's not sad either, it's just human. Okay, I don't think I can talk about Hey Arnold without jazz. And my god, there's jazz, there's music. Who decided, yes, this kid show needs a soft jazz soundtrack? Because that person is genius. Instead of zany cartoon sound effects, we get saxophones and brush drums and upright basses and slow piano. It sounds like walking home at dusk. It sounds like rain on a pavement. It sounds like memory. There are episodes where the music does more emotional storytelling than the monologues, and the dialogue and the writing. And jazz, by nature, feels in between. It's loose, it's improvised, it's wandering. It never feels like it's rushing somewhere, which matches the show perfectly. It turns every day into some something reflective, almost nostalgic while you're living it. And that's such a rare tone, especially something aimed at children. You never see that. Here's where, as a kid, I didn't understand. Hey Arnold isn't really about childhood, it's about transition. It's about kids already dealing with adult problems. It's about learning the world is complicated and unfair and beautiful all at once. It's about realizing, oh, adults don't actually know what they're doing either. Everyone's just trying. Watching it now feels like revisiting a memory you forgot you had, like walking through your old school after it's closed. Everything's smaller than you remember, quieter but heavier somehow. And maybe that's why it connects so deeply, because it captures something most shows skip. It's not the big moments, it's not the life lessons, but it's the space in between. The walk home, the bus ride, the staring out the window, the empty spaces, the part of growing up that doesn't look cinematic but ends up being part of how you remember things forever. So yeah, it's technically a cartoon about a kid with a football-shaped head, but it also might be one of the most emotionally honest shows ever made. A story about loneliness, about friendship, about city noise and jazz, and that strange feeling of standing on the edge of growing up without realizing it yet. Hey Arnold didn't shout at you. It didn't force drama, it just quietly said, "This is life, pay attention," and somehow that stuck with me far longer than almost anything else from the 90s.